What the hell is going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. We are jumping back into Dragonball Z Dokkan Battle during Global's 6th-year anniversary, and we are about to be at that time. Maybe you're watching this where it's already that time. Tons of thanks, summon tickets about to drop, about to be usable, and I'm going to tell you the best banner to use these tickets.
I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sensing my home.
So before we get into it, I appreciate you guys clicking on this video. For those of you already in the club, you already know what to do. Go ahead and click that like button before we get into it. And number 2, if you're brand new, go ahead and click that sub button. Let's get this going. So the tons of thanks summon tickets. We're going to get a ton, and from the looks of it, we're probably going to get more than Japan did. I believe Japan capped at 32, which is kind of an odd number because multis are in a group of 5. But with that said, it's not GSSR, and it's not 10 units per multi. So 5 tickets get you 5 units in a multi. 1 ticket gets you 1 in a single. So it doesn't matter if you're doing multis or singles. I guess if you want to burn through your tickets quicker, you can just go ahead and do multis, and hence why they did like such a weird number like 32, right, instead of like a factor of 5, 30, 35, etc. But most likely we're going to get more than JP did. I'm guessing we might get anywhere from 40 to 50 tickets, which is going to be quite a lot of summons that you're going to be able to do with these tons of thanks tickets. And as I've mentioned before in other videos, some of you guys out there who maybe went into this anniversary with like 100 Dragon Stones or 150 Dragon Stones, or maybe you went in on the Goku and Vegeta banners 1,000 Dragon Stones and you didn't pull, any unit. You just got absolutely broken on these summons. Some of you are going to be able to pull the new Goku, the new Vegeta, the new top legendary banner units on these with these tickets. So that is super hype. I mean, all of the tickets that they're adding in during the anniversary is absolutely awesome. But let's talk about the banners that they can be used on, because this is really huge. They're going to allow us to summon on the upcoming top legendary banner with tons of thanks tickets without using a single Dragon Stone. And honestly, this banner right here is probably best spent with tickets. It's probably best to use tickets on this banner if you've already pulled the Goku and the Vegeta. Now, I'm going to kind of attack this from a few different ways, and I'm going to really get into the weeds here of anybody in any kind of situation. If you're wondering, hey, what banner should I summon on? I'm going to talk about every kind of situation you could possibly be in and let you know what the best way to move forward with these tickets are. So, number 1, we have the top legendary banner. Number 2, we have the LR Intelligence Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta banner. And then last but not least, we have the AGL LR, Ultra Instinct Goku or Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku banner. So, right off the top, if you're looking for overall value, and let's just say you're someone who hasn't really summoned on any of the banners, or you need everybody, right? You haven't pulled Goku, you haven't pulled Vegeta, and obviously the new legendary banner is just dropping, then I would say use your tickets on the Goku banner. Use your tickets on the Goku banner. Goku is absolutely broken. This LR Goku, in my opinion, and in a lot of other Dokkan YouTubers' opinions, is the best unit in the game just because of everything that he does so well. The 50% chance to crit that he has on his super attack is so powerful because that means that the majority of his attacks, and I say majority, even though you might look at it and you go, hey, wait a second, it's 50% chance to crit. That doesn't mean majority, right? That means exactly half. It's actually incorrect because he has a 30% chance to super attack. his super attack is guaranteed crit. It will always, always, always crit. So even if the first super attack that he does not crit, the second one will. So because those additional super attacks are launching 30% of the time and they're guaranteed crits, that means that the majority of super attacks that this dude does will in fact be criticals. And that skews his damage upwards. It goes the same for Intelligence Vegeta, by the way. That's why even though you look at their damage stats, their damage numbers, their attack stats, and you go, hey, he's not doing 9 million damage, right? His attack stat isn't 10 million. What the heck is wrong with this guy? Well, it's going to be a consistent 5 million if you have like 1 or 2 dupes and you have a good team alongside of him, 5-6 million. But he's going to be hitting such hard damage almost all the time because he's going to be critting. Guard isn't going to really bother him. Type of, disadvantage or units that have a lot of defense going to be unaffected because of the criticals that he's going to be doing. Same thing with the Vegeta. So that's really, really big from an offensive standpoint. And then from a defensive standpoint, you're looking at a dude who's sitting at about 200k defense, right? On a good rotation, sometimes more. He can get up to like 250. And then obviously, if he dodges for the rest of that turn, he's going to gain an additional 30% defense to really skyrocket him. So he can be hitting that 270, 280, potentially even 300k defense. And at that point, he's just a rock, right? He can't really be hurt. And I mean, we didn't mention the best part, 70% chance to dodge. Always. Just always has a 70% chance to dodge, no matter if it's turn 1 or turn 99. Always has a 70% chance to dodge. So that's absolutely insane. And you guys already know revival skill, active skill, all that stuff, right? But that dude is spectacular. Number 2, I do believe that this Gohan and Piccolo is the better of the 2 side banner units. This dude is absolutely fantastic. You got a 30% chance to crit. He starts with 20% attack and defense, which you look at that and you go, that sucks. That really sucks. But what he does is he gives himself 120% attack and defense when he supers. So they could have not even given him that original 20% attack and defense. And then he actually scales. So every turn for the next 4 turns, he gains 20% attack and defense. They didn't have to give him that. Some units only gain their stacks when they super, right? If you look at like LR Goku Frieza, they gain their stats when they attack and not before. This dude at least has 20% attack and defense, and then for the next 4 turns will stack that 20% attack and defense up to 80%. But he'll always give himself that additional 120% attack and defense when he's supering. Not to mention 70% chance to stun on that super attack. Not to mention that 30% crit turns to guaranteed if the enemy is stunned. Pretty ridiculous. Not to mention, if another representative Universe 7 ally is on the team, the enemy's guard is disabled. Not to mention, Ki +2, attack and defense 20% for all representative Universe 7 allies. So that is just unbelievable amounts of support that he gives. And that really, like that, these two here are such a great pair that you should be going for. Like in my hunt for LR UI Goku, you guys probably know I went like almost 2,000 stones just on this banner alone just to get one Goku, but I rainbowed Gohan. I rainbowed Gohan Piccolo, which is absolutely insane. And then, of course, Buhan, fantastic. Gohan, fantastic. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, still very good. Strafe Kaioken Goku, decent on the team. Physical Beers, fantastic. Intelligence Goku, fantastic. In the UI Goku, one of the best Extreme Z Awakenings in the game. And the real dud here is the Frieza, but even he is not terrible. He is not as bad as Tech Hit, right? And Tech Hit is on this Vegeta banner. So I would say that this is probably the second best banner to go on because it also has some really high highs. I do feel like the lows are a little bit more low than on the Goku banner. So like the Strength Frieza and Gohan, number 1, their super attack doesn't look anywhere near as good as the Piccolo one. But this dude is good. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love that it's a guaranteed seal super attack. I love that he gives himself 120% attack and defense, and he's debuffing enemies, attack and defense 30% on Super Battle Road. Not to mention, you have that guard, right? After you super attack, or at least the 70% chance of guarding all attacks. So he becomes defensive. He becomes a tank. He can take hits, but he's also, you know, a support for Representative Universe 7, which is really, really good. So he's kind of built for Super Battle Road, which I like. And then you have Strength Vegeta on there. I mean, one of the best LRs in the game. Int Cell, still spectacular. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, really, really good. I don't think he's as good as Super Saiyan 4 Goku, just because Goku's family is a better category than Vegeta's family. And also, Goku gives himself defense on his 12 key as opposed to his 18 key. Strength Kefla, obviously great on log events. Tech Vegeta, fantastic. AGL Vegeta, still good, but can be exposed in more difficult content, particularly shorter events. MVP 17, still very, very good, but can be exposed on very difficult content if your HP is high. If your HP is below and his damage reduction kicks in, then you're fine. You don't have to worry about him taking a lot of damage. But if you're going into a turn and you're like above 80% HP or whatever, you're like 90% HP, he only has that 60% defense buff, he can't take quite a bit of damage. And then, of course, the biggest dud here, the biggest dud of them all, is Tech Hit. Tech Hit is just trash. He desperately needs an Extreme Z Awaken. He is the worst Dokkan Fest unit in the game, in my opinion. Even worse than like Omega Shenron and a bunch of other units like that. So those are these two banners. I do believe that these two banners, this number 1, this number 2, are what you should be using your Tons of Thanks tickets on. Now, let's just say, for argument's sake, you already acquired Int Vegeta. You've already acquired AGL Goku. You've had good luck, better than mine. And you're like, hey, Periodic, I did pretty well on these banners, all right? I did what I wanted to do. And kind of don't want to go back into them. Well, let's take a quick peek at this top legendary banner. And if we take a look at the featured units, because you really have to make a breakdown of the other units besides the 2 LRs that you're looking to pull, because guess what? The majority of the time, you're going to be pulling the other featured cards. So you judge the banner off of not only the main units. Hey, are the main units broken? Yeah, they're pretty damn good on Representative Universe 7 team. They're really good on Representative Universe 7 team. Are the other units good? Some of them are. Yeah, actually. Some of them are really good. You know, you got the Int Golden Frieza is really good. The AGL Golden Frieza is spectacular. You have the AGL Super Saiyan Blue Goku's very good. The Tech one, not bad. He's an orb changer. That's okay, right? You have the Strength 17, the Physical 17, and the Tech 17, all kind of meh. You don't really want to pull them. The Physical Frieza, the Strength Frieza, don't really want to pull them. Even the Tech Frieza is kind of like, yeah, it's alright. It's okay. But then you go off of the 2 new LRs, the 18, the 17 plus Representative Universe 7, and then the 17 and Golden Frieza. I would say the Int 17 is probably the star of the 2, because on that Representative Universe 17 with good support, he is the Michael Jordan, right, on that team. He's just like, he shines above anybody else. It's insane. And even the Physical Golden Frieza is very, very good, particularly with the defense and all that stuff, right? So they're both spectacular, but you have to understand that they are not units that you can mix and match. You can't just throw them on any other team and expect them to perform as well. They are very, very pigeonholed and isolated on the Representative Universe 7 team. You cannot use them and be efficient on any other team. I mean, you could probably get away with Universal Survival Saga, but at that point, you're just going to be loading it with Representative Universe 7 characters anyway, and you'll probably be better off just using full Representative Universe 7. So That's something that you really have to consider. And that's why, even if you have a copy of Goku and you have a copy of Vegeta, I'd still probably go back in on these banners. I'd still probably go back into these banners. Now, okay, let's just say you have the Goku, you have the Gohan Piccolo, you have the Vegeta, you have the Gohan Frieza, and you're like, dude, I know what you're saying. You're saying I should still go back in on these banners, but I don't want to. I want to go on this legendary banner. That's fine. You can do that. But I honestly don't believe this banner is worth your tons of thanks tickets, and I'll give you 2 main reasons. Number 1, the featured pool here, which is 12, pales in comparison to these featured units. So if you are not getting the main 2 characters on the featured pool, you have the potential of getting some absolutely monster featured characters. Now, you can make the argument, hey, I can also pull other LRs on this banner. Yeah, you could. It's going to be very rare, but yeah, you can. The second reason that I don't think you should summon on this banner and you should summon on these. One of the best reasons for summoning on a legendary banner, if you don't pull LRs, if you don't pull the featured units, what happens? You're still getting gold coins. That's one of the best things of summoning on a legendary banner. In fact, that's the reason why I'm going to be summoning a few hundred stones, somewhere around 600, I believe I have to summon, to have enough gold coins so I can pick up a copy of either LR Jiren or Strength Turles or Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, which are the 3 main LRs that I'm missing. That won't be possible with these tons of thanks tickets, because if you are using tickets to summon on these banners, you will not get gold coins. It's only when you're using Dragon Stones. So that whole reasoning goes right out the window. And again, you have to go back to the basics. How good is this banner? How versatile are the units that I'm summoning for? These guys, even though they're spectacular on only one team. They are not versatile at all. And this featured list, even though it's been better than what we've seen in the past, doesn't blow your socks off. So, don't use your tons of thanks tickets on these guys. Use it on the Vegeta banner. Definitely use it on the Goku banner. And definitely link me on Twitter with your summons. Tag me on that bad boy. Let me know how you did. I want to see and I want to like those posts and I want to retweet those bad boys, which is going to be a lot of fun. And what's going to be even more fun is my summons on these banners, because you already know Top Legendary Summon, we're doing a huge collab. If you want to be able to see that, you gotta be following the channel. You can do so by clicking the blue join button, become a Boomer Champion like Joe V, or do it the free-to-play way. Gently rub that sub button, gingerly ring that bell button, lovingly kiss the like button. As always, this is Periodik. See y'all in the next video.